Hello and welcome to day 3 of the 7-day yoga challenge for runners with myself, Sasha Morgan. Today we are focusing on standing balance work, which is one of the best things you can do if you are a runner. It's going to be really strengthening for the glute medius muscles, which are these outer hip muscles here that help to stabilize your pelvis when you are standing on one leg. And if you think about the position that you're in when you're running, we are constantly on one leg. It's basically like elegant falling. What you can call running. So these glute medius muscles are helping to keep your pelvis level, helping to keep your knee tracking in line with your hips and your ankles. So when we do our balance work, I really want you to think about trying to maintain that lovely alignment of hips, knees, and ankles. Your leg does not have to come far off the ground today. Please do work at your level, embrace wobbles. Wobbles are strengthening. But that being said, if you do feel like you need a bit of support, I would definitely grab a chair or position yourself near a wall so that you can easily just pop a hand on it when we come to some of the single leg standing work. Okay, let's stand at the top of our mat. Take the feet underneath your hips. And as always, we'll start with some simple connection with our body. You're gonna spread the palms wide and face them forwards. This is our mountain pose, Tadasana. And I want you to find your breath. So inhale through the nose, expand the sides of your ribs. And take a sigh out your mouth. Cleansing yourself of stress, distraction. Inhale clarity and space into your body. Exhale tensions. Last one in your own time. It's really taking this time to feel the body as it is today. Nice, and let's gently wake up your spine. So you're going to take the hands and interlace the fingers behind the back of your head. Keep a softness through your knees. Tilt your tailbone towards the sky and you're going to lengthen forwards with a long flat spine. Really keep those knees soft. Inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to round your spine, drop your tailbone towards the mat and roll back up through your bones. 2 more like that. So inhale, almost arching that lower back. Lengthen your spine as much as you possibly can, hinging at the hip joints. Exhale, soften the knees, and let's roll up. 1 more in this direction. Really enjoying this extension on the way down. Lovely flexion on the way up. And we're going to change this. So drop the chin onto the chest and flex down this time. Exhale. Inhale to lengthen out of the crown of the head, through the bones of the spine, hinge yourself all the way back up. Exhale, drop the chin to the chest and peel down through the bones of your spine. Inhale, reach the crown of the head away from the tail and hinge all the way back upright. Last time, really try and flex through each bone of your spine. So nice. This time, release your arms. We're going to roll straight back down just to make our way into down dog. So walk the hands forwards onto the mat. Fingers are spread super wide. Take a press through your heels so that we get this nice mobility in our ankles, stretching our calves and our hamstrings. And then from here, you're going to reach your right leg off the mat. You can keep the hips square for a couple of breaths, just getting a nice big stretch through the outer left hamstrings, the left calf muscles. And then open your right hip, really reach the toes towards the sky, big stretch. Inhale, exhale, step the foot in between your hands. Come up to the ball of the back foot, and we're going to come all the way up into this Crescent Lunge position. So try to square your hips off with the top of the mat as much as you can, keeping a softness through the back knee to lengthen the lower back and find space in the front of your hip. Really nice. From here, inhale. As you exhale, you're going to keep the legs as they are. You're just going to hinge the torso forwards. So hinging the pelvis on the head of the femur bone. Inhale, you're going to come up. Exhale, you're going to hinge your pelvis on top of the femur bone. Nice. 2 more. Inhale. If you need to have your hands on your hips, you absolutely can. If you need to have one hand on your wall or your support, you can also do that here. So trying to keep that knee as stable as you can at the front there. Gorgeous. From here, take your hands onto your hips. You're going to keep that lean forwards, take an inhale. As you exhale, let's start to transition our weight into our front foot, pointing through the back toes. This leg might stay super low. If you do feel balanced enough, see if you can lengthen it off, almost parallel to the floor, thinking of the abs drawing in around the spine like a corset for support. And then slowly we're going to transition our way up, bringing the knee in towards the chest. It might be low, the foot might be moving along the floor, that's fine. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, flex through your heel and squeeze the heel back in space, leaning forwards into warrior three. Then from here, point the toes and let's draw this knee up towards the chest. Exhale, flex through your heel and squeeze it as if you're pressing your heel through sticky toffee or treacle. Remember, your opposite hand could be holding onto a chair or a wall for assistance. So please work at your level. Balance is a journey and it takes time to build up. Last one, you're going to come up and you're going to hold the knee up towards the chest. So the knee's going to be about parallel with the pelvis if you can. And then from here, you're going to rotate your spine. If you can, see if you can take the right hand onto the left knee and then reach your left hand back. You're spiraling open. Take a couple of breaths here. And then return back. Let's pull the knee in a little tighter. Really try to flex the front of the hip. And then step our foot right the way back into that crescent position. Well done. Take a couple of breaths. You're in your crescent lunge. Well done. Now big step in with the back foot, drop the back heel into the mat. You're going to try and pull your right hip crease back, your left hip crease forwards as we lengthen all the way down. So maybe you can hold on to the wall, maybe hands on hips here is enough. If the hamstrings are feeling really grippy and restrictive, this might be enough for you today. If you're feeling open enough, however, see if you can fold all the way down and drop your head. This is our pyramid pose, so deep hamstring stretch. Breathe into that. So nice. From here, walk the hands forwards on the mat. You're welcome to have your hands on the back of a chair instead. Keep a softness in the standing knee. And you're going to reach your left toes all the way up towards the sky, as high as is available for your hip. And then from here, cross the knee behind the front leg. So we inhale, cross. We exhale, reach the leg as long as we can, opening our hip. Nice. 3 more. You're going to start to feel your standing right glute quite strongly. So that glute medius, that outer hip muscle that I spoke about, that's exactly where we're targeting right now. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Well done. Step the foot back into the pyramid. Take the hands to the mat and see if you can step straight back into downward facing dog. Whew, take a moment here. Just press through your heels. A little bit of a release. Nice. And let's go second side. So sweep your left leg into three-legged dog. Keep your hips square for a moment and just enjoy the stretch you feel in the outer hamstrings and the outer right hip of that right leg where we were just working. Then travel this left leg all the way up to the sky. Open the hip, big stretch, take an inhale. Exhale, we're going to step our foot right the way through between the hands. And we're going to come into that little lunge series. So find your high crescent lunge. You're right up on the ball of your back foot. There's a deep bend in your front knee. Take an inhale. As you exhale, keep the legs exactly as they are. You're just hinging your torso over that front leg. Inhale, reach the arms back up. You're extending that right hip. Exhale, hinge forwards, flexing deeply into the left hip. Nice. 3 more. And exhale. 2 more. Try to keep the stability between the sides. Last one. Hold the hinge forwards, take your hands to your hips and start to transition your body weight into your front leg. Really nice, pointing through your back toes. If you need to hold on to something, you can. If you feel stable enough, let's hover that leg almost parallel to the floor. Keep lifting your lower abs in towards the low back for stability. And then start to transition your body weight upright, bringing the knee in towards the chest. Take an inhale. Exhale, flex through your heel. Squeeze your heel back in space as if you're moving the leg through sticky toffee or treacle. Keep going. So we inhale, point the toes, draw the knee in. Exhale, press the heel of the foot back, squeeze it back in space. Watch out for the wobbles and the wiggles. That's it, embrace them actually because they are strengthening. But if you feel like you need support, remember, you can always take it. Last time. Well done. We're going to bring that knee back up and see if we can hold it here. Lovely work. And then you're going to rotate your chest towards the right with control. If you feel balanced enough, catch a hold of the outside edge of the right thigh and reach your right arm back so you're opening wide across the collarbones. Keep breathing. One more breath. Really nice. Return back through center. See if you can pull the knee in just that little bit closer, flexing that right hip. And then stepping ourselves straight back into the crescent lunge. So coming back onto the ball of the foot. Lovely. Take a little moment in your crescent lunge. Recenter yourself. And then from here, step in with that back foot. Drop the back heel in towards the middle of the mat. Pull your left hip crease back in space, right hip crease forward. See if you can fold all the way down. If the hamstrings are feeling really grippy though, you may want to take your hands onto your hips and hold here. You may want to hold onto the chair for support. If it is available, fold all the way down. Relaxing the back of the neck, relaxing the face. And just enjoy a nice opening through the outer hip, outer hamstrings of the left leg. Lovely. And then from here, let's walk our hands forwards, either onto the back of the chair or onto the mat in front of us. And you're going to pick your right leg up. See if you can open that hip, reach the toes, and then deeply bend both of your knees. Internally rotate your right hip as it crosses behind. Inhale. Exhale, straighten both legs, reach your right leg as long as you can. And again, inhale, cross it behind. Exhale as you reach. You should start to really feel outer left hip, glute medius, quite a lot here. And reach. Last time. And reach. So nice. Release that foot back into the pyramid. Lovely work. And then hands to the mat. Step it back. One last little down dog. Press through your heels. Alternate. Walk your feet and your hands in towards each other. Let's find a forward fold. Just dangle for a moment. Take this moment for decompression. And then when you're ready, bend the knees more deeply. Drop the tailbone. Let's curl all the way back up through the bones. Inhale, our arms glide up the sides. Exhale your hands together at your heart center. Close your eyes. Just take a moment here to find that center point of balance in your body. To feel the work, the heat you just created in your outer hips and your legs. And take a moment to thank your body for everything it's capable of. Thanks so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you for day 4.